season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Ready? 18, 5 in. Let's go.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Bronco switch.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And he stopped immediately there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud looking to change the play. Going for it with Pierce. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now Stroud. Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack, and that'll bring up third. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score.
Yes, sir.
Pick six.
Put him in his zone.
The Texans TD.
Yes, sir.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on
And you look, you got me laying that out of beat joint.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
Look, you got me late night in.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
And he wished me to call me late night too.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little bit improvised, as we just saw there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's been a rough go on the ground throughout the entire game, but after a run like that, they may have found the spark to get their offense kick-started.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the bootleg, Stroud on the move to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football.
Touchdown, Texans! Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Watson.
Stop playing with
us. For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Got it, stop.
Inside the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Ready, ready?
Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Ant, where you go, Ant?
He's probably realizing
I
he
know
should
you
have
still
stayed in the
watching.
end
Where you
zone
go?
as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Where you go, Ant?
Reset.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be
Tough,
facing
man.
the next time they get the ball.
No, you put it in
And
there.
he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Texans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
On the double. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Yeah, but
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this will be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Let's go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Ready.
They'll try to run with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
For quality assurance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
To continue your call, you must enter a valid wireless number. Please enter this.
A positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
I beat the life out of him.
7-1-3.
Now a handoff looking right. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Stroud now. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Cup 19.
Stroud off the play fake. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey, check that. Street.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stroud to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Watson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Watson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, 31!
Here's Watson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hey, 59!
On second and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 6-yard line.
54!
Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
38. Browns 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
Man, stop playing.
Oh. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases
Stop
in
playing
football.
with me.
He's a
Stop playing
ball-hawking
with
safety.
me.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his is
Stop playing with me. They said I was scared to play him.
34 yards. And the Texans have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Browns 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here,
won't
maybe
let
getting
me
in traffic
out.
in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 31.
Watson now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Watson. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Watson. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And Blackazz on to punt as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Okay. Down. You smash.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Oh, nice move. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Flushed out right. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Right.
Let's go.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And
his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurt.
Stroud will look to throw once more. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care.
Spinner.
It hasn't dissuaded them.
Spinner, guys. Everybody's coming. Everybody's coming.
Here's Stroud. He's going to get that
Get
to
off me.
his running back out of the
Get off me.
backfield.
Everybody's coming. We can see it. Everybody's coming.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Hey.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Browns 14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up second and 15 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Watson. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at
You
the
bet.
27-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 14.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
52. Browns 21.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey,
fights through and now a crease. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud, 15 yards. And the Texans continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darnell Mooney, 73 yards. And the Browns are able to claw one back. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but
They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to Dell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. Here's Stroud. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 3rd and 7.
26.
Here's Watson.
He's got the first down and more.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw, Watson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
And now it's third down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Options galore here, second and a few inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. The ball comes out, and that'll get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Being chased out left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
Texans 60, Browns 36.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. To try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 67, Browns 36.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And then we set him in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination.